Yo, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? It is race time. It is race number 6 from the Martinsville Speedway. It is the STP 500. How are we doing? It is Saturday morning once again. Okay, window capture's on. Let me close out everything else so beautiful. Beautiful. We do have 2 races going on today. The first race being WRA. Of course, we are on live right now. Second race being the first ever Coca-Cola Sim Series race. So that'll be fun. Here. We gotta wait for the game to load. Here we go. Well, we got the taskbar up, so we all can't see that. So I'll just deal with it throughout the stream. I did Road America last week. Yes, sir, I did indeed. But yeah, I have the taskbar up sadly, but I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna worry about this race at Martinsville. It is going to be a 200 lap race. Of course, McDonald's Series. That's what it used to be called. We're going to go 98% today. We're going to go 98%. But yeah, I'll restart my computer following the race. Because, yeah. Qualifying is complete. And for a second straight week, here we go. So yeah. Here's your 36 car rundown here. So you have Casey Kane and Adam McDowell taking up row 1. Jordan Moses, Wizard Moses, row 2. Johnson Barnes, row 3. Joshua Cutts, Cody Moley, row 4. Ryan Truex, Miyako Yoshinari, row 5. Zach Moses, Diego Hernandez, row 6. James Wellner and Anthony Wellner, row 7. Chase Elliott, William Byron, row 8. John Taylor Jr., Richard Nelson, row 9. Brian Lancaster, Andres Hernandez, row 10. Christopher Cutts Jr., Derek Hamill, row 11. Eric Martinez, Blue Bungee, row 12. Justin Allgaier, Michael Wellner, row 13. Ray Black Jr., Ian Jones, row 14. Bobby Hatery, Alf Erickson, row 15. Hugo Jones and Spencer Purcell, row 16. Christopher Cutts, Adrian Spear, row 17. And Ellie Sager, Shane Brassard, round out this 36 car 18 row field. So let's go down to track site, get the command to fire up the engines here from Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. And that was the command to fire up the engines here at Martinsville Speedway. His car will immediately take a hard left-hand turn into the pits, considering pit road's right there. And Kasey Kahne and Adam McDowell, they will lead them to the green. Here we are, Kasey Kahne coming to turn number 3 now. Who will win the grandfather clock here in Martinsville? 200 laps, stage break at lap 80. Green flag, we are underway here at Martinsville. Green flag. Okay, Kasey Kahne takes it turn 1-2 very nicely down the backstretch for the first time, and we got problems already in the back. James Wellner almost goes into harmony. We're not even past lap 1. Jordan Moses now taking it up here as we end the first lap. Kasey Kahne still holding on to a nice lead. It's comfortable for the moment. 0.3 of a second separate first and second. Andrew Barnes trying to have a bounce back week. Didn't have a stellar week last week. Didn't have that good of a position finish. Kahne takes off. Here he goes. Joshua cuts now. Trying to get P3 from Johnson. See how that will work. Still on his inside. Johnson was able to find him on the outside last time, but this time looks like that'll be a negatory. And there you go. Kahne holding on to a stellar lead here early. Ryan Truex coming up as well. Hey, it's Desley again. Hey, Desley. How's life, buddy? Ryan Truex already up to P4. Memes. Desley is back. Hey, Desley, serious question for you guys. Hold up. Actually, no, not yet. We have a caution on the track. Caution is out. I'll ask you that question here in a minute. So let's see what the caution was for the first time today. So you gotta be careful, considering that the app. Oh, it looks like teammates got together. Considering that my taskbar side code stuff, I gotta be careful. So looks like 79-78 tangled. But yeah, that's I have a question for you once we get back green. So yeah, looks like 2 teammates tangled. You do not want that to happen, especially on a short track too. And then let's see if anything else happens. Maybe Ray Black Jr. We collide again. And there goes Elliott Sadler. He collects a little bit of damage along with Adrian Spear. And that's what brought up the first caution of the evening and the day. I mean, no, it's not nighttime. Okay, we'll be back for the restart. Shouldn't be that long. Still working the caution. We are back under green here with Joshua Cutts and Jimmy Johnson alongside James Wellner, Andrew Barnes, and Cody Mobley round out the top 5 as pretty interesting restart here. So yeah, Desley, I have a question for you. Do you want to invite any of your friends? Because we still have some open spots left for the series. You want to invite any of your friends to the series? Again, Discord link is in there. I'll post it after the race as well. And oh, Andrew Barnes trying to kill her already. As you can see, Joshua Cutts. Remember what happened last time? He's already won 1 race in 2018. Wizard Moses has yet to collect 1. He's finally putting on a strong performance for that 0-1. Okay, you can try. Okay, sounds great. Yeah, because we do have some open spots still. So yeah, stage break is on lap 80. So we have 79 laps to. No, not 79. 69. We got 68 laps to go. No, it's 67. I don't know. It's around the 60s. It's around there. Top 3 themselves out. Half of the race track being filled up with cars. Joshua Cutts. Let's switch to some different camera angles, shall we? I like these camera angles as well. So we've already had one caution in the books, so this will not be a caution-free race. Even if the rest of the race is caution-free, this was not a caution-free race. Johnson still hanging on to that P2 position. I really like this camera angle. This is a good camera angle. Joshua Cut currently about 0.6 of a second ahead of that 48 machine. And looking to get going. So yeah, hopefully the race will be at, I'm thinking for Coca-Cola, because that's the obvious, Desley as well. If you're still here for a minute, I'll let you sign up for NASCAR Coca-Cola Sim Series after the Daytona 500 because the signups are closed for the race. But you will get points for the 500. You'll be just like right after it. Yeah. So yeah, if you're still here, Desley. But Desley, I wouldn't. Yeah, never mind. Anyways, here we go. We're continuing on with the race. We're on lap 17. People are starting to build some strong forces that we haven't seen on a strong force at all in 2019. It's not a row race. It's a like sim series. You don't have to row race. All you have to do is just sign up and then I can make the cars and stuff. It's not row racing. It's like blocks. As you can see, we had a little bit of a problem coming off of 4 with somebody. Somebody that I used to know. Like, see, Johnson, he's starting to reel in that 8 car here a little bit. It's kind of like this, only except with blocks. As we are 10% of the way through the race already. Beautiful, beautiful time. Oh, whatever. Oh, but that, I feel like this 10 car could get to him. There's a little bit of left side damage from, I believe, earlier on. James Wallner now just trying to hang on here. Johnson, he's trying to get there. This is working for him at the moment. So the first lap car is in turn number 4 right now. So they're about 3/4 of the way through the track to get to a lap car. Yeah, you can start to see there might be a lap traffic that might influence this race. This has already been a good race so far. No one's been really able to pull away from one another. But it's Martinsville, so what do you expect? 3 laps a minute. Times that by... Yeah, it's Martinsville. Totally. No one's been able to really pull away from one another so far. But it's Martinsville. What do you expect? It's a whole nother monster. But yeah, I have to restart. That traffic will affect the race. No, really, Sherlock? You don't say. Top 5 within 3 seconds of each other. Or 2 and 3/4 of a second of each other. There's that 79 again. He is really slow. I don't know how he met requirements for minimum speed. How did NASCAR allow that? How did the WRA officials and NASCAR agree on to let the 78 go? I mean 79, my bad. 79 is probably as slow as. This is probably as slow as you go on a freeway. Holy crap! Look at this, 74. They're already up to 1. They're gonna catch this guy in a couple of laps, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty when these guys catch him. This ain't gonna be pretty. Coming up onto lap 29. Remember, stage break is at 80. That's when the race does become official in case if something does happen. We're going to go based off of lap 80 references if something does happen to my laptop or something. That it will go off of. So far we're doing well. Coming up onto lap number 30 here. Johnson's still trying to close in this 8 car, but again, nothing's been really able to like spread out yet. I mean, you've been able to spread out, but you haven't been able to close in on one another, if you get what I mean. Johnson's still trying to close in. He's 0.6 of a second back. But this lap car, he's about to start a cycle. Let's see. Start finish line, turn screen of 4. So they're starting to gain on him quite significantly. But it's taking longer than I expected it to. Diego Hernandez now, they're about to start influencing a little bit of lap traffic here. 8 car, we'll see how long he takes to get around to 79. See if that will delay the inevitable. It might. Uh-oh, here comes Johnson. He's stuck. Yeah, the 8 car is now stuck behind the 79 for the moment, as he had to go through 1 and 2 behind him, and he might have to go through 3 and 4 behind him. No, he does not, but Johnson washes up the track. He should have been able to follow suit, but dang, he washed up the track, so that's what caused that. I didn't expect him to wash up the track that much. So Joshua Cuts now, still holds on to the lead. So I mean, so far, besides for the 1 caution, it's been pretty good, pretty clean race so far. But it's Martinsville, once this lap traffic gets to them, that's when everyone's going to be so screwed. Johnson trying to make sure he can keep it within a couple car lengths. But here comes Lieutenant James Waldner for the P2 position. Yeah, he's all over his back bumper now. There might be a bump and run here in a minute. There might be. Doesn't look like there will be, though. Top 4 all within a bubble, followed by John Taylor Jr. and Ryan Truex here for the top 6. Blue Bungee, who won the Martinsville race a year ago, nowhere in sight. He is not in the top 20. He currently sits 32nd. He is nowhere to be found. But the top 4 all within a pack now. Joshua Cuts, who was also close to the championship last year, this time doesn't have the L1 to worry about, at least so far not this season. But it's only race 6 out of 27. But there is only a limited amount of time before we go to the chase. So, there you go. See, following this, there was supposed to be an off week following this week, but since we took 2 off weeks, that took up both the week 3 and the week 6 off weeks. So we will be going back next week to Pikes Peak, and then we will have All-Star Weekend at the Yas Marina Circuit, and the requirements will be shared out on the weekend of Yas Marina for who is in the All-Star. But Johnson, he almost got to the 8th rear quarter there a lap or 2 ago, as we are halfway through stage 1. They still have not been able to catch the lap traffic yet, but earliest car is 14 seconds back. That would be the 82 Spencer Purcell, who will be in 35th. But the top 4 all within a pack of each other. This is what you like to see at Martinsville. 4 cars within a bubble, just going ham at it. When one car tries to leave the bubble, it's usually the leader, and looks like he's been able to leave that bubble. 43 Lap 43 coming up on lap 44. But most of these guys, they're just trying to race just to get into the playoffs. You know, I don't think they're worried about All-Star break yet. The Yas Marina is going to be a unique circuit. The NASCARs have never been there before. NASCAR cars, at least, they've never been there before, so it will be a whole new level of excitement when we get to see Yas Marina here in 2 weeks' time. Oh. And of course we will do the regular Yas Marina race there as well. And then in 2020 we're probably going to go out of the country again. I don't want to tell where, but we're probably going to go out of the United States again to a different track. I don't know where, but I think it will be out of the country. If not, it will be a non-NASCAR circuit. I feel like in almost every instance for there is always a 4-car breakaway. Yeah, sometimes. But these guys, they're starting to close back. But 5th and 6th, John Sully Jr. and Ryan Truex, they're slowly starting to close back into the leaders. So we'll see. We shall see indeed. We will see. And Johnson closed the lead back to 0.4 of a second now. I feel like, remember what DW always said back in the day. It's one thing to pass a guy, it's one thing to catch a guy, it's another to pass the guy. So we'll see if Johnson, when he catches him here, if he'll be able to pass him this time, unlike last time when he wasn't. Coming up to lap 50, we will be a quarter of the way done through the STP 500 here in Martinsville. There's Diego Hernandez again. That all good 79 who doesn't know how to get off the racetrack. I'm sorry. He's currently 2 down. I think his race is done. It's been done for a while now, but we still. Well, you can just yeet them out of the way. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We are a quarter of the way through the STP 500 here in Martinsville. We are going to be going to lap 200, hopefully making it the distance. If not, we will go based off of lap 80 data once again, just to clarify. Lap traffic yet to play an influence so far, so I mean, we shall see. I mean, the only lap traffic that's made an influence so far is the 79 that has the damage, the killer self-damage. So there you go. He's the only lap traffic that's been a roll factor so far. He's about to fall down another lap. 0.47. Johnson's starting to lose ground again. But it's only lap 53, he just has to sell back in. He must have had a couple bad turns that have put him in situation. But this lap traffic coming back up. Let's go on board 48 here as we take a couple laps around Martinsville, show what it's truly like to race here. You see, as they get to the turns, they only go about 60, but this is in gear 4. They don't do any sort of gear shifts here in Martinsville, which is kind of shocking considering that this is a short track. I feel like they need to do a couple more gear shifts than they truly do. See, look, 63, 64. Joshua Cuts had a little bit of a back corner there. As we go back into the TV cameras, Joshua Cuts, you just saw there, he had a little bit of a back corner, and that gave Johnson a tense right there. See, being honest though, the one thing I wish our 2003 really had is more TV cameras. I really wish they did. As Johnson closed it again, Joshua Cuts started, as the run has gone on, I think Johnson has the better long run car than Joshua Cuts. Joshua Cuts. Oh, Johnson went wide again. And that will set him back big time. Johnson is getting too much on the curb. I feel like he is. That 48 car. As now they're going to all pass the 79 again. 79 car. Just trying to run some laps. Just try to get some data for next year's race. At this point, I don't know why he's still in the race. But Josh should start to close it again on that 8 car. They both passed the 79. It's going to come down to the 8 and the 48. That's the 2 cars that are probably going to be the biggest factors here in this race. Johnson just avoided hitting his teammate. What a nice guy. No, those aren't. Oh wait, no, those aren't teammates. Those are 2 different guys. Those are 2 different teams. The 8 cars are on Cuts Motorsports, and the 48 is on Lancaster Racing. Those aren't teammates. Those are manufacturer teammates, but those aren't teammates. And 79 too. 79's on a different team, so 79. This is a custom series. What do you expect? First off, buddy, you've been here for a year and a half. I'm just kidding. We're on lap 62 now. Johnson's still trying to gain back on Joshua Cuts. The top 4 have not really separated themselves out like you were saying earlier. There's always a 4-car breakaway, and now it's starting to be shown here. 4 cars right here, and Ryan Trix just passed someone for 5th. Good job, buddy. And you can tell right here, this is where I feel like this is where the second 4 are going to be. There's going to be too many 4-car packs, and then there's just going to be other car packs. And Ryan Trix for a second week in a row showing he's consistent as Johnson goes wide once more. Here comes James Walder for the P2 position. Will he make it there, though? Johnson went too wide in turn 3 and 4. And there goes Johnson, the 10 car. James Waldner now trying to take P2 away from Johnson. Still there. Johnson's been able to run that outside part of the groove, but not in this case. James Waldner goes into 2nd. That's what happens there. If you just get a little loose there, 3 and 4, you wash up the track. If someone's there, they're just gonna take big time advantage. But that was not for the lead. That was for P number 2, as the 48 and the 10 swap. Well, I just assumed that someone had 8 would also have 48. No, those are 2 different teams. I think Johnson used up all of his stuff there in those past couple laps when he was trying to chase down that 8. Now the 19 washes up the track just a little bit, not as much as that 48 did. But there you go. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, the 8 car starting to pull away just a little bit. Joshua Cuts already has a win in 2019. Trying to get a second one. As we are about to crank it up here on the WRA channel. We are going to crank it up. as you saw there over on the 48 got passed once again by the 19 this time. And now Joshua Cuts, he's finally starting to extend his lead out to nearly a second gap. Here as we are about to hit a couple laps to go here in stage number 1, but again though, we don't stop after stage. We continue until the race is over. But Joshua Cuts, nearly a second gap between him and second place. He's really starting to extend that gap here as we continue to race. Next week though, before we get to stage break, next week we are going to, I'm going to try to keep my best to keep the stream up, buddy. But next week we are going to Pikes Peak, the first non-NASCAR track of 2019. Then we go to Yas Marina. The Yas Marina, everyone has their calendar circled for that one because it'll be the first time we go out of the country for a WRA race. So that'll be a monumental moment for the series. But we have 5 laps to go right now here in Martinsville, Virginia, USA. 5 laps to go. So now Joshua Cuts, he's extended his lead to a second now. We have kept the lead up to the second. But here comes the 79 again. Just like that, he fell through the field. We have a couple laps to go. Stage 1. The 8, followed by the 10. Here comes the 19. He may try and make a move here. 4 stages over. He has 4 laps. Coming up on 3 to go here in stage numero 1. And here he goes. 3 laps to go for the 8 car. Stage 1. The 8 car starting to lose a little bit of that gap, but he hasn't really been able to pull. He hasn't pulled in the past couple laps. 2 to go, stage 1. With that 8 car, he's been so dominant ever since the caution. He has been really, really dominant so far. So, coming up on the final lap, stage 1, 8 car. Really isn't all that curvy you can. Here we go, final lap, stage 1. Here comes the 8 car. Looks like this Joshua Cuts, he's about to get some more stage points here for himself. See, I just got word that I'm going to, that's why we had, I'll tell you about it here in a second, but the 8 car, he is going to take stage number 1 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 51, 4.96, 5.09. But yeah, I can't tell you about it now because we're going to pit stops. Here comes the 8 car, Joshua Cuts. I can't tell you about it until after pit stops because I don't want to ruin pit stops. But here comes Joshua Cuts, the 8 car. I think he did not pit under that previous caution. Same for these guys down here. Yeah, this is why. Here comes 10. Let's see if anyone else pits. Because there were takers on that previous pit stop. Remember, you only need 2 tires down underneath that commitment line. There goes the 80 car from the back. Now 19 takes the lead. And now looks like both the 19 and the 48 take it. And now Ryan Truex is your leader. Now the question is though, is everyone going to come down or is it just the guys that did not pit under that previous caution? Because there were takers on that previous caution. I don't know if everyone's going to come down though. Here comes the 71. Yeah, I don't think everyone's going to come down. Okay, here comes the 25, 22. Everyone's taking 2 tires. I'm expecting a caution. I'm just straight up expecting a caution right about now. And there it is. Almost maybe. 97 gets away freely, but that was almost the yellow. Yes, sir. Everyone's coming down. For 4 tires and fresh fuel, and maybe to fix some damage. There goes Joshua Cuts now. He currently sits P30, but that's because he's under. That's because they were lapped. And look at Pit Road. Pit Road is a busy place right now. You can tell from these overhead cameras. As now There's Kane getting his 4 tires. You can tell where everyone's going to be rounding out to. And there's no collisions yet on pit road. Good job by those guys. 71 keeps the lead. See, he will keep it in front of the 7, but will he be able to get in front of the 8 or the 19? No, sir, he won't. Looking for that 8 car. I believe he's coming into picture now. Yes, sir, there he is. 71 does keep position. 8 car now. I believe he's the leader, but by a solid 4 seconds here. No, there's Johnson. Never mind. He passed the 71. We're good. There's the 19 as well. 4 seconds is the gap now for Joshua Cuts. He got lucky on that pit stop cycle. He knew he had to be one of the first people down there. But now he's in heavy lap traffic, though. That's the cause and effect here on the WRE channel when he's in heavy lap traffic. I don't know how he's going to manage this. But those guys are definitely going to be able to catch up to him, though. Hopefully. We'll see. It's 4.17. Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, now that we have the time here, I am going to have to postpone the NASCAR Coca-Cola Sim Series Race 1 until tomorrow for 2 reasons. First off, we don't have enough takers, so I want to give everyone one more day. And second off, I gotta be somewhere, and also I gotta restart my laptop because this weird glitch that happens sometimes, so that takes a while as well, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to postpone it till tomorrow, but it'll still be at the same time. It'll still be at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah. But that's why, yeah. I will make that announcement as well. I will make the announcement as well. I'm going to actually make the announcement now. Announcements. Okay, 5.51 seconds is the gap between first and second. Joshua Cuts. I think they might need our pit stop here. Definitely gonna need our pit stop because if they pit on lap 85 and the first pit was lap 81, and then we subtract about 3 to 4 laps, that's about 75 lap fuel window. So that if we go from 85 plus 75. I'll take it only to 160, so it'll be quite interesting to see what they do from there. But 5.55 is the gap right now as we come across halfway here in a couple laps. Joshua Cuts still holding on to a solid couple second lead. It ain't just a couple seconds, it's like a big time gap. He has a 5.5 second lead over second place Cody Mobley, third place Jimmy Johnson. Ryan Truex is 4 seconds back. 4 seconds back. He's fourth place with 7 and about quarter seconds back. He's up. Joshua Cuts is in the main group up there in that whatchamacallit? Up that group. He's up in the lap group. I don't know how he did that, but he did that. But yeah, 5.13 is the gap. I feel like he's starting to get really affected by the slap traffic. It's going to affect him eventually. .20, still about the same gap, but I'm working out. Here comes Johnson for the P2 position once more. As we have crossed the halfway mark here in this race. So yeah, if string goes down for any reason, then I'll continue by recording. Johnson still holding up to this, trying to get there. I feel like he's getting there. Uh-oh. He's on the back bumper now. He's screwed. Adam McDowell putting up another performance, though. Last week's winner. He needs this performance in order to get to the top 25, which then, in that case, he could then get into the playoffs, which would be extraordinary for that team. They're both stuck behind lap traffic. Johnson gives Cody Mobley the bump and run, and he runs away. First time I've seen the bump and run in use, but Cody Mobley, he's not going to stick it up on the high side and keep the position. That's what we call a bump and run gone wrong. Holy Toledo. Again. Bump and run gone wrong. That moves right. Tricks up to third. Wow. Wow, that was a bump and run gone wrong for the 48 crew. But I'm just shocked. Bump and run gone wrong for the 48 crew. Now drops him down to 4th. He may get taken out here. It's now, meanwhile, though, Joshua Cutts, he's in another dimension of his own here. Yeah, it's a 5-second gap, alright. But that was a bump and almost a run, but it didn't work out. Bump and run and terrible. Bump, run, and get held up by said lap car. I think the 79 realized that he was going to be screwed if he didn't block the 48. I think that's what happened there. Yeah. But yeah, that's the I have to postpone the NCCSS event, the SimSeries event today. You can still I can reopen the sign-ups and you can invite some of your friends for that as well. But here we go. 90 laps to go here in 20 in here. I'm thinking that 8 cars starting to. I think this race starting to become more of a reality for him. He's never gotten the clock before. But these guys, oh, trouble! Oh, they almost wrecked. I don't know how there was not a caution. There's that 79 again. Now Joshua Cutts. How is there not a caution? Holy Toledo. That was not a caution. How did they keep it together? They kept that together, not or not? And the 79 finally brings it down pit road. I think his race is finally over. That 79 almost wrecked twice in a matter of 30 seconds. He almost wrecked twice. Oh boy. That was insane. Here comes Ryan Tricks. Meanwhile, we're watching this battle because the leaders pulled away. And looks like that will not be retired for the 79. He's not done yet. He's like, I need that. But that's going to be some extensive damage as 79 getting 4 tires on. They're going to have to do some extensive repair on that 79. Remember, 5-minute crash clock on this game. We don't have that here. We don't do that here. It'll be that form in the Discord for NCCSS, but it's not open right now. I'll open it up after the race. Make sure you tell your friends about it too. 10 out of 10. Oh, hi, Mark. And 79, I don't see him pulling out. Maybe he's already pulled out. Yeah, 79 just wanted to grab some repair damage and a slurp juice, and he's fine. He's back out there again. He's going to cause more damage. 79 is the new Danica Patrick, ladies and gentlemen. He's the new 79. He is new 79. He might wreck. He might be wrecked. And here comes Brian Lancaster now. They're just going. That 79 is taking up more TV time than the 10 today. Just for the amount of wrecking that he's almost made. 71. Still trying to hang on here. We're gonna have about 8 laps or so. Now he's even slower. I can agree. Let's see on that one. No worries, he'll cause the wreck here in approximately 30 laps. He'll do it. He has the guts. He's a good. Alright, Trick, still trying to reel in this 19, but not worked out so well. But yeah, this is start to the Watkins Glen race where just one driver just dominates. But I mean, it's been more entertaining than the Watkins Glen race because it's Martinsville. It's what you expect. Red Truck's still trying to make sure he can get there, but he can't. Now he's even slower. Still laughing at that. He might be a little slower. Cody Mobley's still trying to gain on him just a little bit. Bit by bit, molecule by molecule, atom by atom. It's not working out very well. It's still technically winter over here in Colorado, though. I just want to talk about the weather for a moment over here. It's snow. There's snow, but it's not snowing. There's snow on the ground, though, so it's technically still winter. It's going to be technically winter till the end of this month. I'm telling you that. 5.4 is the gap between first and second. You see Cody Mobley barely in frame there for a split second. If you blink, you miss. Hit or miss? I guess they always miss, huh? Spencer Purcell, whoever thought would have a terrific season, not turning out that way so far is now. There's the 79 again. Still getting more TV time than the second place right now. 5.32 gap is slowly starting to get there. It's slowly starting to get there. Not by much, but slowly starting to get there. You're going to have to get on the 9 car again. Here's of Chris Cutts Jr. Not having the best of days. And 5.22. 5.22 was the last lap, and this lap it is 5.26. So he gained a little bit there, not by much. It's just 79 just doing his thing. I don't know. I would say the next pit stop for him is going to be about 150, 160. It's about 50 laps to go. It's not going to be that terrible. He wrecked me. He's 5.04 to gap. Slowly starting to get there, but I don't think he's going to be there in time for the next pit stops. I think even then Joshua Cut's going to have a further of a gap and just call it a day. We have about 70 laps to go. Laps are starting to tick down. Same with the gap. It's starting to tick down here just a little bit. 4.95 was the gap that last lap. 5 flat now. So yeah, still it's been great ever since lap number 4. But I mean, I'm not expecting it to stay great all the way because we got another round of pit stops on the horizon, more than likely. Yeah. I mean, go back to chat here. I mean, yeah, it's what you call it. It's just coming down to who has the best car right there. Right now, that best car is Joshua Cutts. About 136. Picture perfect day here in Martinsville. I don't think there's any sort of wind affecting the race right now. Of course, Richmond's tonight, so that'll be fun to watch. So, I mean, there you go. So I mean, laps are starting to tick down, but the question is though, how will this final round of pit stops come into effect? Because I mean, that final round of pit stops, I think will basically decide who will be in contention for his win. Yeah, gap is about the same still. I mean, it's not really doing all too hot for everyone else right now. But I mean, this is about a fun race to watch. I mean, all these WRA races so far have been fun. If it's for fun to do stuff. But I mean, you've got boy to we start to figure out, okay, who's the best car? And the gap's like about this time. I mean, It's been fun to watch for the first 135 laps so far. You got a new person already? Sweet. Are they in the Discord right now, Desley, or are they or are they not in the Discord? Cause yeah. But for which series though? Which series? Is it for this one or in CCSS? Okay, they're already in the Discord. Sweet. I will rate them now. In this one. Okay, announcements. Okay, I see. Jump heart. Ooh, fun. Fun. I shall rank. Oh, whoops. I shall rank. Where are my rank? I wish I could rank on here. Can I? Oh, okay. Sorry for the background noise. Looks like I can't. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I saw that. This. Okay, I'll rank them after the race. Because I can't do it on my phone apparently. But yeah, we're getting closer to that final set of pit stops here. Okay, there goes Joshua Cut. Speaking of pit stops, he's the first one to come down again. He was the first one last set to make a pit stop. This time, he's the first one again. The question is though, how will it affect these guys? I think if you're wanting to beat Joshua Cuts, you have to come in now before it's too late. Nobody's taking that risk. Now we have a risk taker, the 10 car. And the 0-0 as well. The question is though, are they a little too late? Because there's Joshua. I think at this point you gotta go for fuel. Just fuel only. Don't give a crap about the tires. Just go for fuel. Try and beat him out. And 3 car Elliott made a perfect entry. I'm expecting a caution soon. I'm expecting a caution like middle of pit stops. Middle pit stops is 25. Yeah, it's gonna be hectic. Considering that you're gonna have cars coming off and onto the track. Cause teammates, they nearly collided. I'm waiting for someone to X off pit road and accidentally run into someone. Okay, he's clear. Looks like McDowell got a little bit of damage. I think that's from a scrape. Oh, near just from death. It's the 9. They're going to continue to hold up the 19. Funny. Where's the 8? I think the 8's got an even bigger of a gap now. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Maybe he got a bigger gap now. Maybe. Oh, he's nearly... That Campbell nearly takes him out. I believe he has to go down and serve a penalty to 52. As there they go! Caution is out! Right in the middle of pit stops. Big time advantage for the 19. Big time advantage for the 22. And the cars continue to collide. Here's... Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, oh, golly. I called it too. They're going to be wrecking right in the middle of pit stops. Let's see what happened here. So let's see, was that McDowell coming out? Yes, sir, he was. Looks like Ryan Truex may have helped him out with this one. Let's see here. I'm looking. Coming off turn number 2. Yes, sir, he does influence it. And I don't know if Ryan Truex got any more damage than that. He does it not once but twice. I know he didn't mean to do it, but I mean... Can't be having that type of stuff there. Right, Tricks runs away. I think he should be able to continue. Caution was out right here. I think the 18 though might get a black flag. He did pit after the caution was out. 18 might be serving a black flag here. And then everyone else, and then this is where the wreck continues. Oh, one got some damage, 25. 09, the 3 to 77 may have gotten out of that clean. Yes, he did. 80, and it looks like that was the end of that. So we will be continuing this race. But now the question is, though, what is going to happen here? We're going to come back for the restart. So, who has the lead? The 8 still has the lead. The 8 of Joshua Cuts. He still has the lead. So we gotta go find him. He's up here. Where's he at, actually? That's a good question. That's where the 8 is. We're gonna have the 19 car be second, but because of the fact that pit stops were happening right in the middle of this, there's going to be some conflict. The green flag is back up, but the leader's all the way back here. We haven't even hit the lap yet. Wow, this has really shaped the race. The top 4, Cody Moe, 2 Toyotas, 2 Chevys. They're about to settle this race. Joshua Cuts, though, he has the advantage. He's already brought it up to 1 second again. There's trouble up front! Oh, gosh, golly gosh, we'll be on again. Oh, boy. We had an early wreck, then the caution, then we had a long green flag run, and now the cautions are flying again. Let's see what happened up here. It's going to be with the 3 and the 88 teammates. 3 and the 88. Looks like I can tell from the spectator view. Yeah, looks like the 3 just wasn't given enough room. And the caution flew again. Second straight caution in the road. 3's been in something. Now, pit road is open. We're gonna see cars come down. And we'll be back for the restart. Okay, so now we got some more cars on the lead lap. we got some people. Okay? So looks like the 8-19 and the 18-4 and the 7 are in top 5. Ryan Trick's back in it. Ryan Trick's is back in it after the earlier incident. Here comes the 8 of Joshua Cuts. We have some racing left to do. Less than 40 to go here. Cody Mobley now trying to see if he can pull one out for his team. As now here comes Alan Fredrickson. I don't think he's on the lead lap. No, he's not. It's gonna be whoever can get down to the bottom of the track first that can really get this advantage. It looks like the 4 will. Oh, their Camel actually kept the bottom that time. As now the question is, though, who will be able to make this run first at the leader? As all the lap cars go by. As Cody Mobley now, one of the rookies in this year's rate Richard Nelson trying to get his second win of 2019, as well as now the 8 car gets the advantage. He's one of the first to get down there, but now the question is, though, he's going to leave it open for Derek Camel. He leaves it open. I think Derek Camel might take full advantage of this, and he does not for the moment. He might turn him. Oh, he does not. As there he goes. It's now Richard Nelson here. I think he'll be able to take something. Both of these guys already in the chase. This might get interesting. This might get interesting. Alan Fredrickson being passed by his teammate here. The 0-0. As now, oh, Zach Moses leaves the lane open. Joshua Cuts trying to win his second race of 2019. Richard Nelson trying to get there. I don't think he will. 30 laps to go. Lap traffic ahead. I think this plays it to the 8's favor. This is definitely going to play it to the 8's favor. As long as you put at least a car or 2 in front of the 0-0, I think this advantage goes to the 8 car. 30 laps to go. I don't think there's enough time. I don't think there's enough time in this race for the 0-0 catch up. 0.6 of a second though, you never know. And with more lap traffic possibly looming was Adam McDowell, who did so well throughout this race early. Now you're going to start seeing more slow cars, considering that we've had more wrecks recently. So, I mean, that will be interesting to see, indeed. Now the question is, though, can he get there? Still green. This is definitely what you would call a Martinsville type of race. I feel like if Spencer Purcell could get to that back bumper of the 8 car, I feel like he might send him here. He might send him here. 174 out of the scheduled 200 laps here. We're starting to come up to the end of this one here in this race. But lap traffic, we are not done with it. We've only had one retirement, surprisingly. That would be the 01 of Wizard Moses. I'm surprised that we've only had one retirement. As now you see, this field is jumbled up. Now these guys are just trying to wait for the next big opportunity here. There's going to be some upping and shoving here as we get to the end of this one. Lap 176. James Wellner, remember that 10 car, he sits third. But there is just not going to be enough time, I don't think. But the lap traffic is going to have a say in this race. And what's going to happen as Joshua Cutts goes wide. Here comes the 82. Spencer Purcell takes the advantage that was given to him. And he passes him, gets the lap back, and now we have a 3-way battle for the lead. Richard Nelson, James Wildner, they're now in the battle. Bobby Henry throws a block in the 8 car. They're going 3-1 at Martinsville. Are you kidding me? How is this working? 0-0. Oh, that was almost big time advantage for the 0-0. And here comes Justin Allgaier as well. That was almost a big time advantage for the 0-0. He could have taken advantage of that if he had the lane choice. He wasn't there enough time, but now in 20 laps, will this lap traffic affect the run of this one? Almost a big time advantage. As now the 0-0 sends the 12 up the track. He knows he needs an advantage. As caution is out. Caution will be out. Let's see what it's for. At least we've had some hitting and rubbing. And guess what? The 0-0 has a chance. That was the 1. I know that much. Caution was out. Caution was out here. This is where the caution was out. Caution was out right there. Adam McDowell got sent up the track. That's all I can see, really. I think it was for that. I think the 97 got sent up the track. Yes, sir, he did. Really? That's the caution? The 97, all he did was get sent up the track. That is not a caution. That's what did it. The spin did it. I'm like, that is not a caution. But, yes, sir, that is indeed a caution. But now this puts us in what will more likely be a short run to the end. 15 laps to go. Lap traffic. How will they factor into this race again? Here we go. Joshua Cutts, Richard Nelson, Justin Allgaier, Cody Mobley, and James Wildner round out the top 5, excuse me. And here we go. We're green again. Will that be the last caution that we see, though? Bobby Haytery gets the advantage. He's on the inside. How will lap traffic play into the end of this race? As you see, the first couple lap cars, they're just taking their time. But the question is, though, will any of the lead lap cars be able to get down to the bottom before it's too late? I feel like Richard Nelson can make a move here. See, it's always after 3 or so lap cars that the lane opens up. So I feel like Right about now is when the lane would open up. Actually, no, it does not. Actually, no, it is. No, it is, but... Ooh. Ooh. The choke job almost did it there. As now Richard Nelson, he actually has to keep it up on the track here because 3 car passing him. They're going 3 wide. William Byron, they're sending it down the track. What are they doing? William Byron's not on the lead lap here. Uh-oh. This might cause for problems here. This might cause problems. Joshua Cuts praying for no cautions now. He's dominated this race, but it's been quite an interesting race. I can tell you to say the least. It's been quite an interesting race to say the least. 11P29. Maybe we'll see another caution. Who knows? Maybe we'll see more lap cars. Who knows? Maybe we'll... Oh, I thought it was about to get on the track and I was like, yeah, maybe we'll see a lap car. Okay. 10 laps to go. Oh, never mind. He actually is coming back out on the track. Let's try and sort this out. Andrew Barnes just trying to make sure he can get up to minimum speed. He goes back down to the pits. I feel like someone's about to send it. I feel like this 99 may send this 8 car up the track. There might have been some conflict earlier in the race with those two, and now there might be a send. Maybe a send. We'll see. 7 car of the Just Allgaier. Not in prime position, but they're just trying to make sure they can keep all they can. As now, a couple laps to go. They're just trying to make sure they can get the points as Andrew Barnes goes off track once more. He should be basically done at this point. You can't take more than 1 pit stop at a time, sir. More than 1 pit stop equals kill yourself. This has actually been right for more than an hour. This has officially qualified for one of the longest WRA races ever. More than an hour. We started the race at around 9:05. It is currently 10:14. This is currently the longest WRA race of the 2019 season so far, with 6 laps to go. I feel like this is the 8th race to lose here at this point. He has the cars, he has the numbers on his side. And so he goes up the track a little bit. Uh-oh. Derek Campbell takes advantage. And I believe this will start a long line of cars. He brought it down to 2. Now it's down to 2 cars. But I think he can take that car. Oh, but he started to run higher up the track though. Why is he doing that? This is becoming interesting. Uh-oh. I think he's just trying to make this a little bit more of a race. 4 laps to go. This is the 8th race to lose. Byron, if he wants to make this a race, let's see if he goes up the track for 3rd straight lap. No, looks like it might have been just because, I don't know. 0-0 trying to pass the 99, 99 going to give him the lane. Now it's down to 1 car. Byron, if he wants to make this a race, he has to get up there and send the dive. 3 laps to go. But I don't think it'll happen. I think it's just too little too late for the 0-0. If he only got another caution, 2 laps to go. Here we go. Battle for second might get interesting here. Here we go. 1 lap to go here. Coming up. Here comes Joshua Cuts trying to win his 2nd race in 2019. White flags in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Cardinal One Bank. And 0-0, he has to pray for something here. He has to pray for a malfunction of a part. Right now. He has to pray for that. But it's not going to happen. Here comes the angel Joshua Cuts. Tick-tock, grandfather clock. Joshua Cuts wins at Martinsville. Tick-tock, grandfather. As he gets his 2nd win of 2019. 71 actually came back up to get P6. So good effort by those guys. But that was definitely one of those more interesting races. Hopefully you all enjoyed that race. And we will see you all next time when we come back for Pikes Peak. We will see you all then. Goodbye. Goodbye.